Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ryan Makaze, the awkward protagonist. Some may know me as the lonely protagonist, or the certified Spidey, or the underrated gamer. I go by many names, and I'm here today to inform you guys about sickle cell anemia. Doing a little Q&A, okay? This video may come out not the best array, because I had so many setbacks dealing with my family today, and I'm not gonna get into it, but you guys know how family can be sometimes. um Annoying, irritating, everything underneath the sun, but we're not gonna get into that. All right, special shout out to my big brother Tate, my friends, everybody who I asked questions and they answered this. They sent me questions and stuff like that. I just want to say thank you guys for everything, for your participation, your cooperation, and everything. Let's get into it. I got some of the questions on here. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna just talk about it, okay? Capiche? Capiche. Alright, let's get into it. Let's see, which question do I want to answer first? This is a good one. What's the cause of sickle cell disease? Sickle cell disease is an inherited genetic mutation of the HBB gene. And what it does is, instead of making the regular full blood cells, they make the blood cell into like a sickle crescent shape. Think about like the crescent moon or a sickle, you know those tools? Yeah, into a half, basically. And what that does is it makes the blood stickier and rigid. And when the blood isn't getting enough oxygen, they start clogging it up in your veins, in your joints, causing extreme pain, which in turn we call a sickle cell crisis. Which it may hurt for hours, for weeks, or days, and it results in hospitalization. So if you want to know the cause of sickle cell, boom, there you go. Okay, what are the symptoms and long-term effects? The symptoms and long-term effects of sickle cell is jaundice. That's why sometimes you guys can see my eyes be yellow sometimes. Sometimes be like green. Some people say it's green. Some people say it's dark yellow and whatnot. Some people used to call me, Black Cat or the reptile from Mortal Kombat and stuff. Yeah, but I didn't let it get to me. Yeah, that's jaundice. We have chronic pain that we deal with every day. Let's see. Chronic pain, jaundice. Neurological issues, organ damage and organ failure, stunt growth. Yeah. Those are some of the long-term effects of sickle cell anemia. This is just the questions, guys. I'm just telling you guys what I know from the top of my head. Is there a cure or treatment for the condition? Yes, but it's like on the fence. And why do I say it's on the fence? It's because what they have the cure is stem cell transplant, and I think there's one called bone marrow transplant, but I know it's Casgevy, and the other one is what was it? Lifegenia through CRISP stem cell transplants and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a cure. Somebody in New York has been cured, but in order to get the cure, it costs a lot, guys. It costs a lot. So without further ado, let's go to the next question. How does it affect the people around you? Ooh, it affects the people around me tremendously, and the reason why I say tremendously is because knowing that any one of them could have got sickle cell. It could have been my brother, it could have been my sister, it could have been any one of us. And knowing that, I'm gonna put it in what my sister said. Knowing as me, knowing how I have a kind soul, kind, generous, loving, caring, nurturing. I'm not trying to self-glaze, guys. I'm not trying to self-glaze. I swear. I stand by it. I stand by it. I stand by it. I'm not trying to self-glaze, but based upon what my sister said, yeah, tremendously, because knowing how good of a person I am, and it could have been anybody in our family, or heck, it's not just black people, and that leads into another question. It's not predominant. It's predominantly black, but sickle cell can be anybody. Even Caucasians can get it. Anybody who has the sickle cell trait, if two parents have a trait, they can give their child the whole disease. But stuff like that is like 25%, 25 to 50% that the child will get full sickle cell disease. Out of all my siblings, my blood related siblings, I'm the youngest, and I'm the only one who got the entire sickle cell. So, yeah. The joke I used to make, what I used to tell my nurses is, it was as if my parents was they were trying to have somebody with sickle cell. they was going at it like rabbits, bro. They was going at it like rabbits, bro. It was like somebody was trying. They was trying. I know I shouldn't make fun of it or anything. It's just that's the joke I tell myself. It's ironic. It's crazy. Out of all my siblings, out of anybody who got it, I'm talking about my blood related family. Out of everybody, I'm the youngest. I'm the baby, and I got the full thing. My siblings, they got the trait. They don't have to be tired and go through fatigue and insomnia all night and this and that and that. Bro, I go through pain almost every day of my life, bro. Every day of my life. I'm not exaggerating. My nurses knows. The doctors even knows. I just got dealt with that hand. But we have to keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Just keep swimming. Just like Dory from Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So yeah, I answered some of the questions. What causes the disease? What are the symptoms and long-term effects? Is there a cure or a treatment for the condition? How does it affect the people around me? Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't do this one. How does it impact your life living with the disease? Living with sickle cell disease, it has its ups and downs. Mainly it's downs because any little thing can get us sick. Infections get us sick. Let's say somebody's sick and they sneeze or cough near us and stuff. Sickle cell lowers our immune system. Our immune system is extremely weak due to sickle cell. We're not like everybody else. We have to do thrice or quadruple or whatever the amount of normal people do just to be normal, just to be like you guys. So sickle cell, wait, hold on, sickle cell is no laughing matter. I just try to play it off sometimes. I just try to play it cool, like it don't bother me as much. So yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a doozy. That's a doozy. How does it impact your life living with disease? It impacts my life in which I can't do much like other people do. Like, you know how people go snowboarding or skiing, or they can be in the cold weather. With sickle cell, we can't be in the cold weather like that. Where our immune system is already extremely weak. So infections and bacteria and stuff, that just worsens it for us. Physical stress, like doing too much physical activity, like working out or sports and all that, yeah, that's a no-go. I mean, some people can play. It depends, because not everybody who has sickle cell has the same type. There's different genotypes. You got SS, SC, SA. It's like we're different types, bro. It's not the same. Yeah. So we talked about bacteria. We talked about the weather change. We talked about physical stress. They have emotional stress that can, you guys already know how it is. And dehydration and poor lack of sleep. 6 things. So, and what I mean by like, oh, I didn't even mention temperature. So let's say we go to the beach. Oh yeah, that reminds me, every time I used to go to the beach with my family that came down from Atlanta and Georgia, whatnot. We used to always go to the beach or the pool or whatnot, and I used to get sick sometimes because I try to be normal. I want to go in the water and play with my cousins and this and that. My body don't work like that. When you get in the water and the water is cold, you can stay in there for a set period of time and you have to come out. But when you come out and you dry off and your body is hot or warm again, you can't go back into that cold weather. That's what triggers the sickle cell crisis. You don't want to do that. You don't. That's a no-go, people. That's a no-go. That's a no-no. Yeah. No physical activity. Like, when you go to jobs and you gotta lift certain things, not too much physical activity, that's no. Emotional stress, not getting enough sleep can trigger it. Infections, bacteria, it's a lot of stuff. The weather change one day you want to be hot. You know how Florida is, right? Florida has bipolar weather. One day you want to be hot, the next day you want to be cold. It can't make up its mind. So one day if you're hot and the next day you're cold, that can lead you into a sickle cell crisis. So yeah, let's see what else. What other questions do you have? Do both parents have to have the gene and that differentiates between the trait and the disease? Yes. If both parents have a trait, it's more than likely that their offspring will have sickle cell. It's a 50%, 25 to 50% chance that their kid will have sickle cell. And what's the difference between the trait and the whole disease? The trait, you can go live a normal life and don't really feel much of the effects or anything. With the whole disease, you feel fatigue, sluggish, out of energy, you can't sleep, irritable mood swings. It's a whole bunch. Stunted growth, a weakened immune system. We have to do more to make sure our bodies don't break down compared to other people. We have to drink more water to make sure that our blood cells get enough oxygen to pass through the veins smoothly. Yeah, I don't want to keep this going for too long, guys, because it's already a 12-minute mark. And if you want to learn more, if I didn't answer your questions, it's okay. I will do a part 2. Just make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging.